It's okay if you can't. Don't worry about it if you can't.
2 years. 2 years.
It's been 2 years.
Super excited to join with the Champaign County Virus Dance Dance. Just so you know, there is a new dance class starting tomorrow. So if you're interested in learning how to do Irish dance, it starts and they meet here or online, right?
You're never too old to try.
True story.
Yeah, I know that they appreciate that. So please drop something in there for them. There are 2 bathrooms back there, and there's also food. You haven't found the food yet, so feel free to grab some food. What else? Oh, so these guys are gonna play for about 45 minutes an hour, and then Dylan Doyle is gonna come up and play for another 45 minutes an hour.
Oh, yeah. You bet.
Alrighty, so as John said, we are Blame Not the Bard. And we know we've seen a few of you guys around before, but for those of you, maybe this is your first time seeing us, maybe you've just forgotten. We're here to lay down some ground rules. So this is Irish music, so that means we need everyone to get involved. We're gonna have some singing, some clapping, some dancing. So there's no, please do not feel any hesitation to join in. And if you do hesitate, we might point you out a little bit. But for this first one, we're gonna sing a song from County Cork. It's about a hard cider that is, has a legendary tale to it. And that cider is called Johnny Jump Up. I'll tell you a story that happened to me one day as I went down to y'all by the sea. Well, the sun it was high and the day it was warm. Says I a quite pint, it wouldn't do me no harm. So I went into the barman, I said give me a stout. But the barman said sorry, all the beer has sold out. Try whiskey or patties, 10 years in the wood. Says I'll try cider, I've heard that it's good. Oh, never, oh, never, oh, never again. If I live to be 100 or 110. When I fell to the ground and I couldn't get up after drinking a pint of the Johnny Jump Up. And now after lowering the pint, I headed straight for the yard, where I bumped into Brophy, the big civic guard. Come here to me, boy, don't you know I'm the law? Well, I upped with my fist, and I shattered his jaw. And he fell to the ground with his knees doubled up. But it wasn't I hit him, 'twas the Johnny Jump Up. And the next thing I met down in Yall by the sea was a cripple on crutches, and says he to me, I'm afraid of me life, I'll be hit by a car. Won't you help me across to the railwayman's bar? And after 3 pints of the cider so sweet, well, he threw down his crutches and he danced on his feet. Oh, never, oh, never, oh, never again. If I live to be 100 or 110. When I fell to the ground and I couldn't get up after drinking a pint of the Johnny Jump Up. Now I went down to the Lee Road, a friend for to see, and they called it the Madhouse in Cork by the Lee. And when I got up there, the truth I do tell, well, they had the poor bugger locked up in his cell. Says the guard testing him, say these words if you can. Around the ragged rocks, the ragged rascal ran. Tell them I'm not crazy, tell them I'm not mad, for it's only 6 pints of the cider I've had. Now a man died in the Union by the name of McNabb. They washed him and placed him outside on the slab. And after O'Connor his measurements did take, well, his wife took him home to a bloody fine wake. And it was about 12 o'clock and the beer it was high, when the corpse he sat up and he says with a sigh, I can't get to heaven, they won't let me up, till I bring them a jug of the Johnny Jump Up. Oh, never, oh, never, oh, never again, if I live to be 100 or 110. When I fell to the ground and I couldn't get up, after drinking a pint of the Johnny Jump Up. Oh, never, never again, if I live to be 100 or 110. When I fell to the ground and I couldn't get up, after drinking a pint of the Johnny Jump Up. Thank you very, very much. Nikki lost her hat.
That happens.
All right, so, you know, Valentine's Day was this past week.
Was it?
Yeah, so,
What'd you get me?
oh, you know, stuff.
He got me a heart-shaped pizza, in case anybody's wondering. We're very romantic people.
Yes. They make pizza in the shape of a heart. It tastes just like pizza.
Extra love.
But it's somehow more expensive.
Yeah. But now that St. Valentine's Day is over, it's time to move on to the next big holiday. That is Arbor Day. Yeah. Oh, no, I suppose there's a March one. You know, St. Patrick's Day is just around the corner, so we're going to teach you some Irish tunes. Are you guys willing to learn an Irish tune with us?
Yes.
That did not sound very convincing.
Let's try that again. Are you guys ready to learn an Irish tune with us?
There
Much
we go.
better.
Much better. All right, so we're going to start you off with...
Oh, perfect.
We're going to start you off with one of our hardest ones. It's a little love song, you know, so it ties into that Valentine's Day thing. It's a love song about this couple that gets together, and you know when your parents are like, "Oh, you two make such a cute couple." It's one of those situations. So it's a little tune called Mary Mac, and I'm going to sing something, and then I need you guys to fill in the next line. So I'm going to sing Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me, and then your job is to sing my mother's making me Mary Mac. All right? If you haven't figured it out yet, you can just say marshmallow. There's a bunch of M words.
That's what I
know.
do.
All the words, and just throw any M word you know into that sentence. It's all an M alliteration. So we'll give it a try once, real quick. So I'll say, Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me. My mother's making me Mary Mac. Beautiful. Start nice and slow for you, so you guys can get into the groove. There's a neat little girl and the name is Mary Mac. Make no mistake, she's the girl I'm gonna track. And a lot of other fellas wanna get up on her track, thinking that they'll have to get up early. Well, Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me.
My mother's making me Mary Mac.
Well, I'm going to marry Mary to get married to take care of me. Well, I'll be very merry when I marry Mary Mac. Da-da-dee, da-da-doo, da-da-da. This little lass, she's got a lot of class, she's got a lot of press, and her father doesn't guess, and I'd be a silly if I let the matter pass. I'm thinking that you'll suit me quite fairly. Well, Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me.
My mother's making me Mary Mac.
I'm going to marry Mary to get married to take care of me. Well, I'll be very merry when I marry Mary Mac. Da-da-dee, da-da-doo, da-da-da. Now Mary and her mother go an awful lot together. In fact, they hardly ever see the one without the other. And the people often wonder, is it Mary or her mother, or both of them together that I'm courting? Well, Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me.
My mother's making me Mary Mac.
I'm going to marry Mary to get married to take care of me. Well, I'll be very merry when I marry Mary Mac. da-da-dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da. Wedding's on a Wednesday and everything's arranged. Soon it be changed mind unless her mind is changed, and I'm making the arrangements. I'm just a bit deranged. Marriage is an awful undertaking. Well, Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me.
My mother's making me Mary, Mary Mac.
I'm going to marry Mary to get married to take care of me. Well, I'll be very merry when I marry Mary Mac. Da-da-dee-da-da-doo-da-da-da. Sure to be a great affair, granted on the fair. There's gonna be a horse affair for every couple there, and I'm dining on the Prince Fair. I'm sure I'll get my share. If not, then you're very much mistaken. Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me.
My mother's making me Mary, Mary Mac.
I'm going to marry Mary to get married to take care of me. Well, I'll be very merry when I marry Mary Mac. Well, Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me.
My mother's making me Mary, Mary Mac.
I'm going to marry Mary to get married to take care of me. Well, I'll be very merry when I marry Mary Mac. Well, Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac marry me.
My mother's making me Mary, Mary Mac.
I'm going to marry Mary to get married to take care of me. Well, I'll be very merry when I marry Mary Mac. Da-dee-da-doo-da-da-da.
Nice singing, everybody.
Hello, I heard it over here. I heard you miss a word. Somebody over here. That last time. So the first tune we played and also this next tune are available on our first CD. It's a CD we called Soundcheck, and we have a few of them here. If you guys are interested in hanging out with us after the show.
Fun fact, right after we played Bishop Hill the last time, we released our first CD.
Yes. I think we
bought a box of 500.
We bought a box of 500 CDs.
And then we didn't play a show for a year.
So a lot of that box is still there.
So if you would like a copy of Soundcheck, please see us.
They're still fresh.
Yes.
That's right.
That's right.
But this next tune was written by our very own Corey Baker here on the far left. He's the one in the tie-dye, not the... Yeah.
Spring is coming. Shout it.
Not the stuffed cow over there. But it's a little tune about, it is a tune about spring. Great segue. It's a tune about another holiday than spring, but more specifically May Day. And it's a little bit of Irish lore. You know May Day baskets when they, people leave a little gift for you, but the big part of it is they got to ring the doorbell and run away. The Irish has a tradition for that, for something very similar but a lot more mischievous. So this is a story about a farmer on May Day. He wakes up in the morning and there's no milk left in his cows. Somebody has played a trick on him and stolen all the milk out of his cows. So it's called The Old Hags of May Day.
These stories are true.
Just ask Corey.
You got to treat it like it's true when you're writing a song about it.
'Twas in the county Mayo, May Day in Glenamoy. Jack Kelly came a-walking out, his milk cows to deploy. But when he got down to the barn, he let out an awful cry.
Oh no!
Not a drop of milk for me cow, it has gone dry. Let's hear you guys with this part. Here we go. Oh me, oh my, what trouble could there be? The hags, the bags, the scallywags have taken it from me. Oh me, oh my, what trouble could there be? The hags, the bags, the scallywags have taken it from me. Well, he called a local expert from Beldering, was he? Inspecting on the herd, he says, no problem could I see. Jack knew there was much more to this, he knew just what he saw. When he woke up on that May Day, all the milk was gone. Here we go. Oh me, oh my, what trouble could there be? The hags, the bags, the scallywags have taken it from me. Jack called upon the father, who is wise in many ways. He told them of the ladies old with magic, so they say. On May Day in the morning, they'll take on another form, and they'll steal your milk and butter so early in the morn. Oh me, oh my, what trouble could there be? The hags, the bags, the scallywags have taken it from me.
Oh me, oh my,
What trouble could there be? The hags, the bags, the scallywags have taken it from me. Jack rose up in the morning. In the barn he found a hare. Wound but do not kill her. Just give that hare a scare. Then Jack paid the hag a visit down in her country home. She was hobbling on one leg and the cow was left alone. Oh me, oh my, what trouble could there be? The hags, the bags, the scallywags have taken it from me. Oh me, oh my, what trouble could there be? The hags, the bags, the scallywags have taken it from me. Hands together. Yep.
Lovely job to the Champaign Academy of Irish Dance.
Wonderful job.
All right, so next up we're going to need, we've exercised your vocal cords a bit. We saw some clapping. Now what we'd like to do is coordinate that clapping a little bit. So you're going to need to be able to count to 4 on this one. So I'm going to give you
We're
Perfect
real,
for musicians. I can
review.
count to 4.
real challenging
Yes.
clapping assignment here.
Yes.
So we're going to sing a little tune. You might know it. It's called The Wild Rover. And so the way this chorus goes, I'm going to sing some magic words. And those words are, and it's no, nay, never. And that's when we need the 4 claps. Yes. We've got a couple experienced people in the class.
The spirit was there. The coordination was not. So let's see if we can try that all together.
All right, so those 4 claps come after, and it's no, nay, never. Clap, 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 clap.
Oh,
Beautiful.
that was beautiful.
Now, if you're ready to challenge yourself a little bit,
Go for
the
it.
next part is 2 claps. So I will sing, no, nay, never, no more. Pretty good. Now, if you want to be like a professional, St. Patrick's Day person, this is the final level. 1 big clap. I will say, I will play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. Great job.
I think they're ready.
So it's a good one to know for when you're at those St. Patrick's Day parties. You'll know what's in the know. You'll be one of the people that knows what's going on. Well, I've been a wild rover for many's a year, and I've spent all me money on whiskey and beer. But now I'm returning with gold in great store, and I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. Well, I went into an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady me money was spent. Well, I asked her for credit, she answered me nay, such a custom as yours I can have every day, and it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. So I pulled from me pocket 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. Well, she says I have whiskey and wines of the best, and those words that you told me were only in jest, and it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. So I'll go home to me parents, confess what I've done, and I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And when they've caressed me as oft times before, sure I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. One last time, and it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. let's get those hands going. Give them a round of applause. Now keep them going. One with the fiddle. Here we go.
Champaign Academy of Irish Dance. Oh, thank you.
And if like John said earlier, there is a class beginning tomorrow for beginning lessons. If you've ever wanted to learn how to dance like that, you're never too old. Like those are traditional Irish community dances, you know. Ceilidh dances. So like it's just things that people would do all ages, so feel free to sign up.
Yes, please do. And so we just covered physical education, I think, right? Now it's time for our history lesson. So go ahead and settle on in.
Fall asleep.
We'll turn on the lights if we need to.
It's the part of class where everyone falls asleep.
So this one takes us back to the 1800s.
Yeah, we like to consider ourselves, you know, we sing the golden oldies. You know, all the way back to the 1840s, you know. That's when all the cool songs were written, right? So this song comes back from the 1840s, and it tells a story about there were a lot of Irishmen that left Ireland, went to the UK and to Australia and even here in America to do one thing in the 1800s. That was the easiest job to get on and the hardest job to do, and that was... and that was building the railroads. Oh, close.
Close second.
Close second.
It's subjective. We'll give you that one.
So this song is called "Poor Paddy Works on the Railway," and your assignment for this song is to make some choo-choo train noises. I'm not kidding. I'll let you know when that's coming up. In 1841, me corduroy breeches I put on. Me corduroy breeches I put on to work upon the railway, the railway. I'm weary of the railway. Poor Paddy works on the railway. In 1842, from Hartlepool I moved to Crewe. Found myself a job to do, working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging lynches. I was working on the railway. In 1843, I broke a shovel across me knee. Went to work for the company, Leeds and Silby Railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging lynches. I was working on the railway. In 1844, I landed on the Liverpool shore. Me belly was empty, me hands were raw from working on the railway, the railway. I'm weary of the railway. Poor Paddy works on the railway. All right. You hear that train coming into town? In 1845, when Daniel Connolly was alive, working on the railway. I was working on the railway. In 1846, I chained me trade to the carrying bricks. Chained me trade to the carrying bricks and working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging lynches. I was working on the railway. In 1847, old Patty was thinking of going to heaven. The old bugger was thinking of going to heaven to work upon the railway. The railway. I'm weary of the railway. Poor Patty works on the railway. All right, here's that part. Need you guys to make your best train sounds. Chugga chugga chugga, those kind of sounds. Train whistle sounds. It's only silly if everyone does it. All right, train's coming into the station. Train's coming in. I think we have a problem. I think Nikki has forgotten what trains sound like. So, can you help her out? Can you help her out with what train sounds like? Do your best train whistle sound. Yeah. See, that's what a train. Okay, try again. No, that's maybe one more time. She hasn't quite gotten it. So. Thank you for teaching her that. She forgot. And I was wearing corduroy bitches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging lynches. I was working on the railway.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty. So, there's nothing better than being in a landlocked state and saying, do you guys know any sea shanties?
Unless you come to Bishop Hill.
Yeah.
Hey, you come to the right place.
We are well versed in sea shanties.
Yeah. So if you don't know this sea shanty, we'll teach you to you here. It's very simple. The words don't make any sense, but the words are simple. So
It's Irish.
Sailors, they're not known for, making sense, I guess. So the words to the sea shanty are, way, haul away, we'll haul away Joe. Everyone got that? So let me hear you do it one time. Way, haul away, we'll haul away Joe. Great. All right, so the only other thing you need for a sea shanty is a good rhythm, because these are things that people would sing while they're working on the boats, and the boats are rocking to a rhythm. They're pulling the rope at the same time. So feel free to clap along, stomp along, whatever you need to do. When I was a little boy, so my father told me, tell me, way, haul away, we'll haul away Joe. That if I did not kiss the girls, my lips would all grow moldy. Tell me, way, haul away, we'll haul away Joe. Now way, haul away, this good ship now is rolling. Tell me, way, haul away, we'll haul away Joe. St. Patrick was a gentleman. He's born of decent people. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. He built a church in Dublin town, and on it put a steeple. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Now once I was in Ireland, a digging turf and potatoes. Tell me, way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. But now I'm on a Yankee ship, a hauling rigs and braces. Tell me, way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Now way, haul away, we're bound for better weather. Tell me, way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. So what better than sticking with the nautical theme? We're gonna sing a song about whales. You know, the 1800s, whale fishing was a bigger deal. So this is a song about a group of Irishmen that left Ireland and went set sail to Greenland looking for whales. In 1846, on March the 18th day, well, we hoisted our colors to the top of the mast, and for Greenland sailed away, brave boys. Now for Greenland sailed away. Hup! Well, the lookout in the cross trees, he spied a spyglass in his hand. There's a whale, and a wild fish, he cries, and it blows at every span, brave boys. Now it blows at every span. Well, the captain stood on the quarter deck, the ice glass in his eye. Overhaul, overhaul, let your Davy's tackles fall, and go put your boats to sea, brave boys. Now go put your boats to sea. When the harpoon struck and the line paid out with a single flourish of his tail, he capsized our boat and we lost 5 men, and we did not catch that whale, brave boys. No, we did not catch that whale. Losing of those 5 jolly men, it grieved the captain sore. But the losing of that fine wild fish, now it grieved him 10 times more, brave boys. Now it grieved him 10 times more. Old Greenland is a barren land. It's a land that bears no green, where there's ice and snow and the wild fishes grow, and the daylight seldom seen, brave boys. Now the daylight seldom seen. Hup! All right, let's hear them. Let the dancers hear you.
Lovely dancing, everybody. I think we're gonna jump ahead a bit to a hornpipe that we have for you guys, And so this is another set of instrumental tunes. So as you guys are getting to see tonight, kind of firsthand, these instrumentals they would go along with these dances. And so people would gather just like this, only all of you would be dancing too. And no pressure, but you're welcome anytime.
You're welcome to join in.
And so
Class begins on Monday.
the first tune that we're going to play is actually, it's a hornpipe. It's called Off to California. And then we're going to play some other stuff in the middle. And then you'll hear, if you want a little music lesson, right? Some of my students are here, so I feel the need to educate them tonight. So on a hornpipe, right, you're going to get kind of this swingy rhythm, like da-da, 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 ba-da-da-da, ba-da, 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 right? I always think of it a little bit like, a horse, like do-do, 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 right? And so then in a reel, you're going to get that sharper sound. It's a 4/4 tune, and you're going to hear Black and Decker, Black and Decker, Black and Decker, Black and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So your guys' job is to find the hornpipe and find the reel within the tune.
Could change your life.
I just want you to be really ready for St. Patrick's Day. I tell you, I watch them dance and my heart just stops. I've studied enough Irish dance to know what they just did is incredibly difficult. And they work so hard. You see how young they start. It's still you're never too old. But wow. Yep.
All right, do you guys have maybe enough energy for one? I know that was exhausting, for me at least. Just watching it was exhausting. But you guys have energy for one more tune? There you go. But we're going to play one more for you and then stick around. We've got another great act coming up after us.
Dylan Doyle and his band.
All the way from New York. Great. Yeah.
I heard him warming up. The warm-up was too short. Stick around.
Oh, and then shameless plug. Again, we do have T-shirts and
Yes.
CDs.
If you're looking for something to wear for St. Patrick's Day that is not green,
Yes.
our shirts
We
come
have
in
you covered.
gray.
And then also, we will be in Galena in just 2 weeks. We're playing 2 nights up in Galena. So if you're up for a little trip up the road, we'd love to see you.
It's more up the river than up the road.
Depends on how you travel.
He always was the map guy.
With Steamboat. All right. Anyway, this is called Leaving of Liverpool.
Still got mine.
Fare thee well to you, my own true love. I am sailing so far, far away. I am bound for California. I know that I'll return someday. So fare thee well, my own true love. And when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Oh, I am sailed on board a Yankee ship. Baby Crockett is her name, and that Burgess is a captain of her, and they say that she's a floating shame. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Oh, I have sailed with Burgess once before. I think that I know him right well. For if a man is a sailor, he can get along. If not, he's in a floating hell. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Oh, the sun is in the harbor now. I think that I should remain, for I know it'll be a long, long time before I will see you again. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Thank you very much. We are Blame Not the Bard.
Jinx.
She's also Blame Not the Bard.
Yes, all of us collectively. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
I wish I could hold you tonight. It's been so long since I felt alright. I wish I could feel your touch. It's been so long since I felt like much. If you were here, I wouldn't done what's done. If you were here, I wouldn't have run. It's too late to turn back now. It's too late to talk about it now. If these words get through to you, you'll know that I still love you. When I was alone, walking that line, it was you on my mind. Gone in the back of my head, it rang out like the words you said. I wish I was in your bed. I'm hanging on by a thread. Should I love you, yeah. Should I lie, I'm sorry for what I done. Should I lie, forgive me if you could. It's too late to turn back now. Yes, it's too late to turn back now. Singing my song and I'm singing it true. But no roads lead back to you. When I'm singing, I'm playing my time, thinking about the days that called to mind. And nothing's gonna change things anyhow. It's too late to turn back now. It's too late to turn back now. It's too late to talk about it now. If these words get through to you, it's too late to turn back now. It's too late to talk about it now. If these words get through to you, you'll know that I still love you. You'll know that I still love you. You'll know that I still love you.
Hey, thank y'all so much. It's great to be here tonight in Bishop Hill with y'all. My name is Dylan Doyle. We're the Dylan Doyle Band. As you might have heard, we're on tour right now from New York. So we're a bit of a ways from home. But we're going to have a good time with you guys. Let's give it up one more time for Blaine Not the Bard, opening things up. Yeah. My name's full name is Dylan Patrick Doyle, so I'm a bit of a Mick myself, you know. So I was enjoying that music thoroughly. You guys were killing. We're gonna jam a little bit on this one.
Well, the moon was high and the tide was low. said goodbye. Where you gonna go? Got nowhere to stay. Just give me tonight, and I know just what to say to make this wrong alright. Well, well. Where are you going? Where have you been? Don't leave me blowing in the wind. Got nowhere left for you to hide. Time ain't on your side. Well, it's getting late. Baby, I can wait, I can wait. Almost out of time. Baby, are you still mine, still mine? Hey, thank you very much. Rolling down the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on. Hear that whistle blowing on down the San Antone. I was just a baby, mama told me, son, always being good, boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and I cry. Probably rich was eating on on their fancy dining car, probably drinking coffee and smoking a cigar. Well, I knew I had it coming. No, I can't be free. Hear that whistle blowing, that's what tortures me. Train was mine. No, I'll probably move it a little further down the line. 5 from Folsom Prison is where I wanna stay. Hear that whistle blowing, it blow this blues away.
Hey, thank y'all so much. Yeah, we've been traveling quite a bit. It's funny, I feel like once someone cracks the seal with talking about Irish stuff, I'm like, oh, we're going in right now, you know. So my family's ancestors, they come from a small town, lower southeast Ireland in Wexford, and we were known as the travelers. They were like traveling gypsies. So I don't know if it's in the blood or not, but all I've been doing the last 2 months is like traveling around. I haven't slept in my bed in New York since like December. I was out in Los Angeles for a month and saw some crazy, crazy stuff. Like, man. You know, and then you come here and it's like, I don't know which is crazier. Like, man. Yeah. But I will say I have been able to sleep easier in the Midwest. I was staying, I don't know if anyone is super familiar with Los Angeles, but there's a part of downtown Los Angeles called Skid Row. I was like 3 blocks from there. Where I was living, it was a super cool spot. It was like very bohemian, very cozy, but it was a warehouse. Like an airplane hangar that had been turned into, it sounds way worse than it is. It was beautiful, but it was kind of an oasis. Once you stepped outside, like, I mean, you know, there was like, I've never seen such like intense poverty and filth. You know, it was eye-opening to see. It's a shame that that's happening anywhere in the world, and it's something I think that isn't talked about so much in this country, that there are people that are like living in tents, living in like tent villages in our cities. And it was disturbing to see, you know. And, you know, there's a lot, you know, we can all do for each other, which is like things like this I think are beautiful. Like you guys are creating a community and inviting us. We're like foreigners to you guys. And here we are able to connect with you guys. So thank you for putting something like this together. Like, I think there needs to be more things like this in this country or in the world. But I think this. I know, John. We need more of you, man. John Taylor, everybody. But you know, I think what this all comes down to is you guys are all about. At least it's from what I can tell, and from talking to John, it just seems like you guys are about community and like loving thy neighbor kind of thing, you know, like we're in this together. And there's a lot wrong in a lot of places, and we can all, you know, it doesn't matter what we think or believe. I think we can all just show a little more love towards everyone, you know, no matter what, you know. And this next song is a song I wrote about that, a song called Unify. And we offer this one to you guys tonight with equality and love in mind. And I hope you guys dig it. We've got to unify before we testify. We've got to unify. Everybody, you and I. Mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and the children fighting, living, dying in the streets. How long can it go on like this? Turn your back, might as well hold the gun, be pulling the trigger.
Watch innocence die, watch it bleed on the knife of greed. We've got to unify before we testify. We've got to unify. Everybody, you and I. There ain't no God in the heart of the city. The devil's hands working through the man. Peace be in the people's hands. Gotta rise up, shot down for who they love or the color of their skin. History don't write tomorrow, but the people do. Mother, father, sister, brother knows no color. We've got to unify before we testify. We've got to unify. Everybody, you and I. Hey, thank you guys so much. One of my favorite things about coming to the Midwest is that I have a lot of family out here, and I never got to meet my grandfather on my father's side, but I've heard enough stories that I feel like I know him, you know. And one of my favorite stories I heard was he and my grandmother were going for a ride in the country in Wisconsin, and my grandmother was one of the first female mathematicians in Wisconsin, and it's super cool, right? Yeah, she was super cool. She was the best. But she, as the story goes, they were driving, and there were these two lone trees in one of the many fields of Wisconsin, and my grandfather said, "Oh, when you see those trees, what do you see?" And her being the mathematician said, "Triangles." And he's like, and him being a self-proclaimed Irish poet said, "Oh, I see loneliness." And there's all kinds of loneliness we feel, and especially if you're Irish. But this next song touches on the kind of loneliness you feel when you love someone, and you know they loved you, but they don't like they one time did before. They just haven't said anything yet. So it's a song to make you feel real good and happy inside, bring a smile to your face. Yeah, we're going to start off real slow and then fizzle out all together. Well, this is a song called She Don't Love Me. Hope y'all like it. She don't ride and she don't call. Hell, she don't do much at all. She don't seem like she used to be. She never says that she loves me. Looks at me like I'm a fool. Always saying I'm treating her cruel. Ooh, oh, oh. She don't love me like she one time did before. And I asked older and she asks before. She don't laugh with me anymore. She don't love me like she one time did before. Silence in the room where the laughter once flew. The silence in place of the words I love you. And even when she's close, she's so far away, and I can't find the right words to say. Ain't like she's with me, she's just there like dust in a cross chair. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. She don't love me like she one time did before. And I asked older and she asked before. She don't laugh with me anymore. She don't love me like she one time did before. Forgotten about her and I. Nothing as lonesome as her eyes. Only a matter of time before she realized she don't love me like she one time did before. She don't love me like she one time did before. She don't love me like she one time did before. She don't love me like she one time did before. She don't love me like she one time did before. She don't love me like she one time did before. She don't love me like she one time did before. She don't love me like she one time did before. Thank you very much. Do y'all mind if we get a little funky? I gotta say, we're right now, it's a privilege. We've got one of, I think, the best drummers in all of New York with us. This is Joe Pidio on the drums right now. Big round of applause. We're gonna let him take a little bit of a drum solo, if that's all right with y'all. And on the bass, Jackson Beveridge as well. Well, my girl, she's as sweet as the dew from the vine. She tastes just like a cherry wine, yeah, yeah. Well, put a little sugar in my bowl. I think I might wanna lose control. Can't get no more sugar since my baby been gone. Can't get no more sugar since my baby been gone. Started spending my nights out, filling up with self-doubt. I thought I was gonna lose my mind until that girl said, will you be mine? Oh, baby, don't you know I will, yeah. I got time to kill. I thought I was gonna go insane. The way she called my name. Oh, now, baby, won't you come on now, come on now. That's Joe Pidio on the drums.
Bishop Hill, y'all still with us? All right. Can we ask you guys for some help right now? All right. Can y'all sing along with us? I saw some people very enthusiastic about that. That's very unusual. This is normally where we make enemies out of our friends. All right, it's one more. It goes like this. It's one more to sugar. Sugar, 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 sugar. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. But you know what? Why don't we take a little step further? Why don't y'all stand up, move around a little bit? We're gonna come on now. Come on. It's Sunday night. Sunday night. Let's have a good time. Listen, we can just pack up and go home right now. It's no problem. It's only 12 hours back to New York. Here we go. Y'all ready? Sugar, 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 sugar. I need a little bit of that sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Ooh. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Keep it going, keep it going. Sugar, sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. 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 Sugar, sugar, 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 sugar. Hey, you guys are a great crowd. Really, we appreciate you guys. We've got a couple more for you tonight. Really, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. If you do Facebook or Instagram, please give us a follow. We've got some T-shirts and masks for sale. We'd be happy to sell you some. It's cool to see some familiar faces. We've got some friends who, from years ago, we used to play this Grateful Dead festival at a nudist camp. And I know. It's the clothes that... I kid you not. It was a strange time. We didn't know when we got booked to it that it was at a nudist camp. We very quickly figured that out, though. Did
you have to wear clothes?
I had to wear clothes. Yeah. I mean, I didn't have to, but I certainly did. Yeah. But it's good to see some familiar faces out and so many new faces. It's truly been a pleasure playing for you guys. Thank you for welcoming us to your beautiful town and community. Thank you, John, for having us, and thank you guys for letting us open or go after you guys. Really, thank you guys. This has really been a great Sunday evening show. So thank y'all so much. We're gonna hit you with a couple last couple bangers, I guess. Me there crying, but I left you there lying. And tell me, darling, why you wanna throw this love away when I would do anything, yeah, to hold you one more day. Just wanna wrap my arms all around you, yeah. I wanna know my heart and my love. Baby, I'm bound to you, and now I'm singing, baby, baby. Why'd you gotta leave me like that? I said, baby, baby.
Why'd you gotta leave me like that? I said, baby, oh baby, why'd you gotta leave me like that? I said, baby, 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 why'd you gotta leave me on? Oh, it's all say that a man kills what he loves. But darling, don't you know this feeling I'm so tired of? Seems like I'm finding love and losing again. Just wanna know, I need to know, when does this pain ever end? It seems like just yesterday you were the best thing in my life. But girl, without you, you know I struggle and I strive. Now I'm singing, baby, baby, why'd you gotta leave me like that? I said, baby, oh baby, why'd you gotta leave me? Oh, I said, baby, oh baby, why'd you gotta leave me? Won't you tell me, baby, 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 why'd you gotta leave me? So maybe by now you've gathered the name of this song is called Why'd You Leave Me Like That? And maybe you've gotten that a song with that title, what it might be about. But I'd like to portray how the writing of this song came to be. You see, this one night, years ago, a girlfriend of mine was leaving, you know. But right before she finished packing the bag, you know, we started talking about the good times. That kind of sounded like this. And then she started bringing up the things we did, the things I did. That sounded a little bit more like this. Now, baby, I don't think I did that. I don't think I did that either. I might have done that, yeah. Okay, I definitely did do that, you know, but I had apologized. But what's that gonna do? You know, so at that point, the only thing left I could do was either beg for her to stay or just leave myself. And they both sound exactly the same. They both sound like this. waiting for you to pick up your telephone. Tell me, darling, why you gotta leave me like that? When I'm down on my knees, saying, baby, won't you come back, please? I wanna love you, I wanna hold you in my arms. I don't wanna watch you walk away no more. I wanna love you each and every day. Oh girl, when you're here, making a mess out of me, making a mess out of me. When you ain't even seen the best of me. I just wanna hold you, I wanna hold you. I don't wanna have to sing. Baby, baby, why'd you gotta leave me like that? I said, baby, oh baby, why'd you gotta leave me? Oh, I said, baby, oh baby, why'd you gotta leave me? Won't you tell me, baby, 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 why'd you leave? Why'd you gotta leave me like that? Down the crossroads, fell down on my knees. Down the crossroads, fell down on my knees. So love and mercy, yeah, help me if you please. Down the crossroads, try to flag a ride. Down the crossroads, try to flag a ride. Seem to know me, everybody pass me by. Run, you can run, yeah. Tell my friend Willie Brown. Run, you can run, yeah. Tell my friend Willie Brown. By the crossroads, believe I'm sinking down.
That's Jackson Beveridge. Jackson Beveridge on the bass. Joe Pidio on the drums. My name is Dylan Doyle. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, Blame Not the Bard, for letting us hang out with them. John, for putting this whole thing together. Thank you guys so much, really. We'll do one more. How's that sound? Hey, thank you guys really so much. Would you guys like chase us out of town if we did a slow song? Well, if you're traveling through the North Country Fair, the winds hit heavy on the borderline. Please see for me one who lives there, for she once was a true love of mine. And if you go where the snowflakes storm, the rivers freeze and summer ends, please see for me she has a coat so warm to keep her from the howling winds. Please see for me if her hair is hanging down, it rolls and flows down to her breast. Please see for me that her hair's hanging down, for that's the way that I remember her best. Well, I'm a wondering if she remembers me at all. Oh, many times I
that in the darkness of my night and in the brightness of my day. So if you're traveling through the North Country Fair, the winds hit heavy on the borderline. You see, for me, one who lives there, for she once was a true love of mine, and she once was a true love of mine, and she once was a true love of mine.
We'll send you with that real slow song. One more time, Jackson Beveridge, Joe Pidio. I'm Dylan Doyle. Thank y'all so much. We'll see you down the line.